Our story starts in a little country up north. The name of the country is Denmark. In a spring day, 2nd April 1805, our person be born. Hans Christian Andersen was a Danish fairytale writer. He texted for adult people too. Hans Christian Andersen loved to travel, and he say to travel is to be alive. The film starts here in Odense, where Hans Christian Andersen be born. In Odense you see Hans Christian Andersen's house, and you can see it inside. Totally like he be born, they still have all there. Now here you see inside the house, like that time Hans Christian Andersen be born. Here the address come if you like to go to visit the place sometimes when you are in Denmark. The house is made like a museum today. It's a small house on 42 square meters. Today is Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales translated in 145 languages all over the world. It was hard time for the HC, even he was born here. He have had to take the fairy tales because he have a very bad student in his school. The ugly duckling, the builder, and the little mermaid was one of the big success in Hans Christian Andersen's life. It was hard to be Hans Christian Andersen. It's hard childness cause the family was poor. It's hard to be young and grow up. He have tried to be a carpenter, but it was not good for him. His biggest dream was to sing and dance in the King Theater in Copenhagen, but it was not good too. The singing stopped when Hans Christian Andersen's voice changed. Hans Christian Andersen wanted to travel to Copenhagen. After he leaves Fyn, his first stop was in Slagelse on Sjælland. Here you see a copy of his room in Slagelse. Hans Christian Andersen lives with the family missing in Slagelse. He's studying at the Latin school, and when he have time, he write more fairy tales, even the family missing say it's not allowed for you. Hans Christian Andersen can be much mad if someone not always telling you do a very good job. The missing family never do. Hans Christian Andersen moves on against to Copenhagen. The next stop in the route was the little small town Sorø. Hans Christian Andersen comes to Sorø and meet the Ingemann family. I live with them in their house for a while. The house Hans Christian Andersen lives in is the Ingemann family's house. It still exists in Sorø. I will show you here. Ingemann was a writer too, and he takes the Christmas song too here in the country. Every Saturday night he opened his home for everyone who want to drink tea with him. Hans Christian Andersen say yes thanks. He got a big cup of tea. In the tea there was red wine, sugar, apple and nuts. Christian Andersen got an invitation from Ingemann to live in his house. After some time, Hans Christian moved on to the big city, Copenhagen. Come follow me, I want to show you around in Copenhagen, and in some place where Hans Andersen lives and where he be around. Now I'm in New Harbor in Copenhagen, and this house have same names as Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, his Glober. In this house in New Harbor, number 67, Hans Christian Andersen lives on the second floor. across the street and the water, Hans Christian Andersen lives too, in number 18. And here you see the house. Not so far where Hans Christian Andersen lives, there lives a Dr. Lehmann in Copenhagen. He who was the first person who bring in the Christmas tree into the living room and put light on. Hans Christian Andersen looks into the window with the other people too. And maybe that's the way he got the idea for the fairy tale, The Christmas Tree. Hans Christian liked his own country, but he liked to travel too. He said to travel is to be alive. So Hans Christian traveled up in the world in a young age. First to Germany, then to Italy, and then one of his favorite country was Greece. And when he travels, he makes the books for adult people. The books come out first time in 1835. The books was in 7 parts. The title of the book was Improvisation. Before we go back to Denmark, I can tell Hans Christian Andersen was much famous out of the world too. Here it's from New York in the Central Park. One of his fairy tale was about the little mermaid. She sits in Copenhagen harbor when you sail into the Copenhagen. Come follow me, I will bring you there. The love life for Hans Christian Andersen was not super cool. In 1843, the famous singer Diana Linds come from Sweden and do concert in Denmark. Hans Christian fall in love to her. He write to her, sent her flower, and his heart beating faster. But Jenny don't care about him. Someone means it was from there the fairy tale about the snowman comes, 'cause she were cold like ice to him. She traveled away from Denmark, and after some time she come back to celebrate her 25 years birthday. Hans Christian Andersen still write to her, and Jenny say, "Oh, he's only like a brother to me." When Hans Christian Andersen be 40 years old, he go to the king and ask for more pay to write more. He got 600 Danish bucks. So from be a poor man, now he is more rich. In his age of 52 years, he be a member of his hometown Odense and be a man of honor there. Hans Christian travel around in Denmark. His best liked to live on the big castle, 'cause there were the best food and lots of drinks there. Christian Andersen always drink a lot. Some people today will maybe call him alcoholic. And when he drinks so much, it's have big consequences for his health. He died August 4, 1875 in Copenhagen. August 11, 1875, he got the funeral. And here will our adventure stop. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Thing more I need to say, Hans Christian Andersen died of liver cancer.